Hey everybody, welcome back. As always, this is Eric Brown, your Beverly Hills real estate agent, bringing you the best of LA, where we share cool local businesses that are here in the Los Angeles area that you may or may not know of, because I would love for you to take advantage of them and their business. So today, I've got a really cool treat. As you can see next to me, Jamie of Sit, Stay, Play. Jamie, great to see you.
Hi, nice to be here. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about Sit, Stay, Play.
So Sit Stay Play is a pet sitting dog walking company. I have 5 employees right now and an additional 2 other people that are looking to join our team as we continue to grow this year. So what we do is go to people's homes. We do visits from 30 minutes all the way up to 3 hours. And all of our dog walks are private walks. And then we do pet sit visits in the comfort of your home. So your pets get to stay at home and relax while you're away having fun. And we just make sure that they have just as much fun while they're staying home with us.
I love it. Super convenient.
Yeah.
And so I have some guesses, but I always love to hear it directly from the person's mouth. But what got you started in this business?
I always was an animal lover. I had lots of animals growing up, and I was constantly bringing home strays. And I thought I wanted to be a vet until my first few animals didn't survive, and the vet couldn't fix it. So I realized I didn't have the heart to be a vet if I couldn't fix all the animals. So I decided I want to work in the film industry. But along that path, and living in different houses and stuff like that, I didn't have the opportunity to have pets where I was living. So I immediately became everybody's free pet sitter and dog walker just because I loved being with animals. So once I started getting in the film industry, I was everybody's free pet sitter and dog walker in the film industry. And after several years of doing that, I just realized I really enjoyed my time with the pets more than working in the film industry. So I decided to make the transition and make this my full-time job.
I love it. And so what types of things since you got started have you seen that have been kind of commonplace in the market space of pet sitting? How maybe have you differentiated? What have you seen that has trended differently? I'm just really curious as to kind of like the business process of the things that you've done as you've gone from, a startup to now a growing business.
Um, One thing I've noticed in this area is that there aren't as many reliable pet sitting services or even pet care companies. Um, I'm a company, I've got multiple employees, so there's multiples of us. If somebody gets sick or can't make it to the appointment, we always do meet and greets in advance. So the owners have met at least a couple of us, a few of us, so that who their primary sitter can't make it, suddenly one of the rest of us can be there and knows the pet and can, fill in at any time. So we always have availability, unless it's, Christmas and we're booked up then. But we always have somebody who's available to come and take care of your pet and shows up and has a lot of experience with pet care and just wants to hang out with your pet.
Do you find most often it's people that are doing like weekend trips, they've got a business trip, they're taking a long vacation? Like what are you finding is most common?
It's all of those. But our regular clients, a lot of times, are people who work away from home or nowadays are often working on their computer all day and just don't have the time to step away to go take their dog out for a walk and get some energy. So the dog isn't cooped up in the house all day, or driving them crazy while they're on the computer. So our most frequent clients are basically, people that need their dogs walked while they're at work or unable to walk their dogs themselves.
Sure, that makes sense. And I heard you mention this offline as well, but you've got a couple of unique services that you offer beyond just at-home visits. I'd love to have you talk a bit about them. Like what, not to steal your thunder, but one of them that you have shared a little bit about is the use of medicines.
Yes, we are very experienced with all different types of medications. A lot of times, people who have pets with healthcare issues are afraid to travel, are afraid to leave their pet at home alone and trust somebody to administer the medication properly. We have a lot of experience with that, especially with, a lot of times pets will fuss and have trouble with their parents administering medication, whereas we're so used to doing it and do it comfortably and, effectively. So the pets are usually more likely to accept medication from us than their parents.
Wow.
In the case we ever have a time where a pet is really fussy and not wanting the medication, we go above and beyond to make sure the pet gets their medication, whatever we need to do, however that looks. But we will respect, every owner's desires as far as the medication. Sometimes it's not that critical. And if the pet really doesn't want to take it, the owners say, oh, that's fine. But in the few instances that this has happened, we will do whatever it takes to get a pet to have their medication if they really need it, but we don't want to stress them out in order to do so. We want to do it in a comfortable way. Another benefit to our service is that at every visit, we take pictures, sometimes even videos, and make sure that the pet is really having fun. And then we want to update the parents as far as what we did during that visit and basically show the parents, like, look, your pet is having so much fun with us. Don't worry, your pet is in good hands. And this really helps owners to relax and enjoy their vacation. I get messages all the time that it's the highlight of their vacation to get their little updates during the day or, in the evenings and see that their pet is really enjoying their time with us. And, a lot of times they get so excited when we come to visit. When their parents come home, they're almost a little disappointed that it's not us coming in the door because we are there just for them. Versus when their parents come home with their suitcases, they know, oh, mom and dad are just going to, unpack their suitcase now. They're not here just for me. So our clients really enjoy the fact that we are just so focused on their pets and making sure their pets have a really good time with us.
That brings up a good point or a question is, and sure, it's really easy and lovable when a pet is super friendly, but what happens when you run into someone that's a little ornery? And not just from a medication standpoint, but just in general.
Yeah, we don't want to stress anybody out. We, want to go in and take it at their pace. Some cats, especially, are just not super excited to hang out with you in the beginning. They want to sniff you out. So if they just want us to sit there and, sniff us and just check us out from a distance to begin with, and that's fine. Usually by the second, third visit, they're like excited to see us, know that we're there for food, for treats and playtime, and even cuddles if that's what they're interested in. So they warm up to us quickly because they realize that we are strictly there for them and not for any other purpose.
I love it. Now, I have shared this before, but I'm originally from the Midwest, and so coming to a place like Los Angeles, you got 14 million people that are in Los Angeles County, and so I would guess that there's the occasional exotic request. Like, does it?
Yes, yeah. We have a fair number of exotic animals. People just assume we do cats and dogs, but we've taken care of all different types of pets. Um, Geckos, iguanas, birds, hamsters, guinea pigs. We have several bunny clients. So we like to take care of all different types of clients and whatever they need for their care, we're up for.
So what might be, and you've touched on several of these, so I don't mean this as a put you on the spot question, but what might be something that your average pet owner might not know about a great pet service like yours?
Um, with my employees, I really look for specific things when I'm hiring. I have a very strict process as far as hiring and criteria for my employees. So I really need to make sure that they are 100% reliable, that they're on time, they're responsible, they have pet care experience before they even come to work for us. They need to know how to be around animals and take care of them and administer medications in order to come work for us. Another thing I listen for when I'm interviewing them is the fact that they would love to have multiple pets, either a farm somewhere or a rescue group eventually. Their dream is to have a bunch of pets to take care of, which is great because that's how we feel at Sit Stay Play. We love animals so much that we look forward to going and visiting all of our pets that we go visit. And it's as if we get to have so many different pets throughout the area that we get to visit here and there and just hang out with them. So that's the part of the criteria and the importance in my business.
I love it. And it's one of the things that I find is a great common glue in the entrepreneurial experience is this idea of really good process. Good process and good systems makes for good business. And so
Yeah.
if someone like you just described an internal process that's a differentiator, and I think that's awesome. So someone has a pet, what does intake look like? They're coming to you for the first time. Maybe they were referred, maybe they found you online. and they're interested, can you kind of walk us through what the steps look like?
Yes, yeah, I get their initial information, what kind of services they're looking for, their pet information, and then I get them set up with an online account with access to our portal. On the portal, they put all their billing information on there, and then they can do all the scheduling themselves. If they're having any trouble with scheduling, they can always reach out to me, and I can help them out with that. But the first thing we do after that is schedule a free meet and greet. So then they can meet their pet sitters in advance and know who's coming to their house to hang out with their pets. It's usually a primary pet sitter, a backup pet sitter, and myself to be basically the third backup. And so that I have met them and know their pet and know their pet's routine also. So we, go through everything, food, water, treats, toys, anything that we need to know while the owner's out of town, as well as emergency contact stuff, veterinary information, and, a crate in case we had to, take the pet somewhere, if there was a wildfire or, earthquake, anything like that, we want to be prepared for and make sure that all of us that are caring for the pet know what those protocols look like also.
That's great. This has been so much fun. Is there anything else that you can think of? And maybe as I'm asking that question, I just want to let all of the viewers know we're going to pop up all of Jaime's contact information in case you have any questions, you have needs, you know of someone that may use a great service like Jaime's. I want you to know that you can connect here. Jaime, anything that you think that the audience should know, any last words that you want to share?
I just want to say if you're looking for great care for your pet, just look for what is best for your pet. And, it may or may not be us. Like we would love to come meet your pet and hang out with your pet, but all pets are different. So, you really want to make sure you're picking wisely. And I feel like it's great to go ahead and interview, do free meet and greets with several different people if that's what you feel comfortable with. But make sure that you're choosing somebody that you really trust and is going to take good care of your pet in your absence.
That's awesome. Thanks, Jaime, so much for coming on today. This was great, great. And I can't wait for people to give you a jingle and touch base with you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Of course. As always, guys, this is Eric Brown, your Beverly Hills real estate agent, bringing you the best of LA, sharing cool businesses like Jaime's and others. Tune in next time for the next great business we have here in LA. This is Eric Brown, signing off.